I'm back, but this time this video is a little bit different because this is my first time doing a tier list. And please, before the video starts, please do not change your whole perspective of that unit that you are currently using. Don't think highly of my opinion in this video. This is entirely my opinion. Please do not think highly of my opinion. This is just my opinion based on the units in terms of infinite. This is not entirely for story, for trial. This is just for infinite. And also, if you go to announcement within the Discord server of this game, trial 3 has been pretty much leaked / released. Not released, but pretty much released who is gonna be, and this time it's gonna be DOFLAMINGO. And that's pretty much it with the whole video. Hope you guys do enjoy this tier list, and yeah, let's go with it.
You still don't understand, do you?
So now that we are here, this is the D list. Pause. Please do not think of it as gay. But yeah, this is pretty much the D tier. And as you guys could see, I'm not going to try and explain this because these units are pure fodder in terms of infinite. I don't know about story and trial, but yeah, in terms of infinite, these guys are just fodders. I don't need to explain it. And let's move on to the C tier. Now that we are at the C tier, I just want to say that these units are better than the D tier, but still these guys are still fodder. Please do not bring them in infinite because you are not gonna last long in infinite. In fact, if you guys bring this, unless if you're a starter, story wise, these guys are great for stories, but I'm talking about infinite. So now let's move on to the B tier. And now that we are at the B tier, I would talk about them more, but these units are pretty decent. You could bring them in infinite and could pretty much last a bit longer compared to bringing the C tier or the D tier units. But these guys are really decent. These guys are really decent units, and if you guys bring them, they're not bad, but they're also not great too. So that's pretty much it, and I'll be talking about the A tier next. So now that we're in the A tier list, these guys are good to bring in infinite. These guys will actually do their job in terms of their ability, just like Todoroki here. He's pretty good because he could freeze just like Rukia and Shikamaru. That's the reason why I put them in A tier. Genos pretty much has, I'm pretty sure, a 1 second per attack, and he's a heal unit, so he's quite decent. Ryoko, I don't have to say anything, but if you guys watch the video or anything, best to restart in the game. KCM Naruto, on the other hand, he's pretty good because he does AoE, good damage. His SPA is the only bad thing about him because only 6 seconds, but he could summon clones throughout the waves or throughout the infinite. Gon, on the other hand, pretty good. I'm pretty sure he's AoE and he does really good damage. His SPA is not bad. Levi, same goes for Gon. Whis, in the other hand, it's pretty much like it heals you / your tower and you just gain money. And as for Kakashi, on the other hand, his damage is good, his SPA is good, his range is decent. He's only a singular unit, not an AoE. Deku, in the other hand, he is a singular until you finally upgrade him for the last time. His upgrade 4 or 3, he becomes an AoE. Pretty good damage, pretty good range and SPA. And same goes for Sanji, just like Kakashi. And now let's move on to the S tier. Before we move on to the S tier, I just want to say that with Dio Brando, he's pretty much like Toga. If you guys have Toga, just bring Toga instead. That's the only reason why I put Dio Brando in A tier, because of Nezuko. And he's also really decent because his range, his attack, and he does bleed damage. His damage is quite good. And that's pretty much overall of him. And now let's finally move on to the S tier. So now that we're in the S tier, these units are a must to bring in infinite because they will get you as far as, I think, wave 30 to wave 35, maybe even wave 40 if you're lucky. But let's go ahead and list them out. Like, for instance, Toga, her damage is really good. Her SPA is amazing, 0.25 seconds. And not only that, the only downside about her is her range. But Frieza, on the other hand, amazing AoE. Like, what can I say? Deku too, The only bad thing about Deku is SPA, but he's still really good. Tanjiro, he's now doing bleed damage. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, just like Frieza, but just does a lot more damage. And the SPA is 7 seconds, but still really good. Majin Vegeta, amazing. Like, that's all I could say. If you guys watch the video, you guys will see. Ace, really good damage. He's not an AoE, but he's still really good because of SPA and his damage. Megumi, she's just a noob. Like, that's all I gotta say. Zenitsu, on the other hand, is pretty much AoE character, but his range is just disgusting. But his SPA is good and his damage is really good. Whitebeard, at the other hand, he's an AoE, summon tsunamis, but to be honest, he's fallen out of meta ever since all these new units coming in. Kirito, same goes, AoE already from the start, and really good damage. It's just his SPA, and that's it. Killua, he's still S tier. It's just that he's not as good as before the massive nerf that he got. And Jotaro, what can I say? Good damage, good SPA, good range, and good time stop. Like, come on now, really? And now let's move on to the S plus tier, where it's guaranteed for wave 40 plus. And now that we are finally here at the S plus units, these guys are the best units to get to wave 40 to wave 50 and up. And these guys are just, what can I say? Like, these guys are amazing. Do I even have to talk about them? In fact, I will, just for the sake of the video. Let's start off with Irwin. Like, what can I say? The dude is a cheat code. He boosts everyone's damage surrounding him. Dio, in the other, is pretty much like Jotaro, but better. The reason why I'm saying that, because he does bleed damage, and his time stop or his roller, he does AoE damage. Broly, on the other hand, really good, 519 with 16 seconds, but AoE at the same time. Like, come on now. Bulma, come on now. Like, these units are expensive. She's really good. Like, if you max her out, I'm pretty sure you get around 18,000 per wave. Like, that's amazing. Light, come on now. Like, if you want to go to higher waves, you need light. That's all I'm gonna say. You need light. Luffy, Gear Force Luffy, amazing range, amazing damage. His SPA is meh, but his damage and his range covers that up. Same goes for All Might. All Might is pretty much like the fodder version of Gear Force Luffy. Nezuko, what can I say? If you have any bleed units, like, just bring her. Amazing. I'm pretty sure she does 804 damage per 4 seconds while having a 55 range. Come on now. Eren, amazing. Still one of the best units. Compared to these units, it's just like he's almost at the bottom list because he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still up there because in Infinite he will help a lot. And finally, in my opinion, the best unit in the game, Mihawk. Like, I have nothing to say with Mihawk. If you guys just see the video, if you max him out, he is nasty. Like, he is one of the best units to bring in Infinite, if not top 2 at least. Maybe I'm overestimating, but that's my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the whole tier list, and I hope you guys do. Make sure to leave a like, and that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.